Olly Olly Oxen Free is a really fun and sentimental film. This was released in 1978, directed by Richard A. Colla, and stars Katharine Hepburn, Kevin McKenzie, and Dennis Dimster. And I have to say, I wasn't sure what to expect from this, but it's really sweet. It's about these two boys, and one of the boys, his grandfather had died a year ago, and he had a hot air balloon, and they decided to, on the anniversary of his grandfather's death, fix this hot air balloon with the hope of course, launching it. And you do have to suspend disbelief a little bit because there are basically no other adults in this, no other characters in this film. It's a very small cast, but it works very well. But obviously, there are questions like where are the boys' parents? Why are their parents letting them do this unaccompanied? Once you get past all of that, it's really sweet. They go to the store owned by Miss Pudd, the brilliantly named store owner who basically owns an antique shop, but it's more full of odds and ends and junk, and she doesn't really want to part with a lot of it, but the boys have this really sweet, moving reason for wanting to buy her belongings, and she kind of gets involved in this restoration project, and it's partly about them putting together the hot air balloon and various problems that they encounter, and ultimately with the hope of sending it into the sky. And I won't say any more than that. I won't say what happens with it, but I will say it's also called The Great Balloon Adventure. So, to be honest, the Great Balloon Adventure aspect doesn't take up too much time, but it is spectacular. It's beautifully shot. We have some gorgeous views in this, but I don't want to say too much more about it. Although what I will say is I love the design of the hot air balloon. When I think of hot air balloons, I think of, very basic, brightly coloured contraptions that look like they're made out of those parachutes that you play with in primary school. But this is so gorgeous. The basket's ornate, the design of I was going to say fabric, I don't know what it's made of. It's beautiful to look at, and I really wanted them to be able to succeed with this and launch it and have a really great trip with it. But what happens is not what anybody planned. I really liked it. Yes, you have to suspend disbelief. There are a lot of things in this that are very unrealistic, but it's still an absolute delight. It's charming. Miss Pudd is a brilliant character. I thought she was fabulous, and the boys are an absolute delight. Very well acted characters, and they have a dog, which is just, you inject a dog into a narrative, and instantly it's 10% better. So I thought it was very sweet. It's not my all-time favorite Katharine Hepburn film, but I really did enjoy it. If it sounds like your kind of film, if you're looking for something that's an easy watch and really charming, but still with that emotional aspect, as long as you can suspend disbelief enough to get past certain aspects, I think you'll really enjoy Olly Olly Oxen Free.